to this because this is worrying. I've been joined in studio by Humphrey Kofi, who is a country facilitator of mental health leadership and advocacy program and executive director of the Mental Health Society of Ghana. Thank you very much. Now, really, you've been reacting to the fact that the president said this, the deputy health minister says we've not understood it that way, but have we paid that attention and a needed commitment to mental health in this country?
Yeah, thank you very much, and good evening to your viewers as well. I think that mental health has been neglected for far too long, in spite of the fact that, of course, government has ensured that the law has been passed, the authority has been established, subcommittees at the regional level has been established, but still there is more to be done. Mm-hmm. Why am I saying this? The issue of medicines has been there. It's been a perennial problem.
Passage of the law hasn't really solved this problem.
Not absolutely, because the issue of hospital consumables and those detergents should not be an issue that should crop up around this time. Because even before the law was passed, we were going into trouble or into some of these situations, but not to the extent.
Now, I recall this law was passed way back in 2007. It's almost 10 years after this law was passed. The LI to operationalize this law is not in place. Now, you are a leader in the civil society group.
It's standing still at the Ministry of Finance.
Have you done enough advocacy to ensure that this actually comes to pass?
Certainly. We have been following the LI ever since it moved from the Attorney General's office right to the Minister of Health, Attorney General's office, from there to Ministry of Finance, currently where it is. We have been giving all the assurances that the minister is here to agree. I mean, all that has to be done so that the levy is agreed, has been done. What we need is the minister to approve that, yes, this is the amount we have agreed as a country that we're going to apply to ensure that mental health has funded. In any case, the issue of the mental health is not only to do with the funding. If you look at it, the National Health Insurance does not cover all mental health disorders. We have a few psychotropic medicines there, but all the mental health disorders should be brought on board the National Health Insurance, so that if you and I have the National Health Insurance card, we should be able to go and get services from either the polyclinic, at the district hospital, at the regional hospital, so that people even don't come to the institutions for us to have this thing on hand where there are so many people hospitalized, institutionalized, and there is no funding.
So the deinstitutionalization of mental health is the way forward, you think?
Certainly, globally, and so is Ghana, and so is what the law is even saying.
Okay, but then also, very finally, quickly, because I would want to go on the telephone now and speak with Dr. Akwesi, who's the director of the Mental Health Authority, on the telephone. Doc, I thank you very much for your time. Now, I first of all want to find out from you whether you think that we have indeed, or what you foresee of what would happen if this situation should continue with this nurses being on strike, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not speaking to Dr. Akwesi. I'm Professor J.B. Asari.
Oh, Prof.
Okay, yes. But I know I've picked your question. The strike will soon be over. Of course, government has provided 1 million cedis to cushion them. And the Mental Health Act, we have LI that is being prepared, and it will soon go to Parliament. In the LI, there's going to be a special dedicated fund for mental health.
Okay.
And this situation has been there for several years. The Accra Psychiatric Hospital is peculiar because they don't raise any funds. They don't have IGM. They can't generating activities funds over there, unlike Accra, unlike Pansang and Ankafo.
Right.
And in fact, when I was there, on paper, after the year 2000, Accra Psychiatric Hospital should not be there. Should be moved to Pansang and Ankafo. And I'm happy that this, if things want to go on as is planned, the future of Accra Psychiatric Hospital should be that it has to be removed, renovated, or a new building completely should be put up with smaller beds and facilities for OPD, and most of the inpatient facilities will be done at Pantan. And in fact, the Act stipulates that we should de-emphasize on institutional care. So the fate of mental health patients will be managing them in their homes or places close to their homes, having facilities in general hospitals all over the country, both district and regional, so that we will have the asylum type kind of facilities that have prevailed over several years.
Okay.
And, Rich Hospital, the new edifice that is there. With that one, Accra Psychiatric Hospital, with primitive structures, need not be there. But the question that you asked me, very soon the strike will be over. And mechanisms have been put in place to make sure that this will not happen. And also, the number of patients at Accra Psychiatric Hospital will be reduced completely. And we are hoping that within the next 2-3 years, the Accra Psychiatric Hospital, which is more or less over
Prof,
100 years.
I just want to find out when this 100,000 cities, this 1 million Ghana cities you're talking about would hit the accounts of the psychiatric hospitals, because the nurses are saying that until these medical supplies come, they are not going back to work.
Oh, no, I've met some of them and spoken with them. I think they are reasonable beings. Whatever they wrote in their request is going to be met. What is needed is for the administrator, the management, to be able to cope with that money. They are talking about their security and all that. So drugs will be provided, gloves and other things, and then the patients will be fed until such that the budget is released. And we, as a board, it's our duty to make sure that sufficient money is given them.
Right, Prof. I want to.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
hello.
Prof. Yes, but I just wanted the answer to that. But I want to thank you so much for that. We want to be grateful. Professor J.B. Asare is the chairman of the Mental Health Authority. So some 1 million Ghana cities has been released. But then again, moving on from here, what are you going to do to ensure that these things come to pass?
We want to congratulate government for releasing that fund. I mean, in terms of the money quantum, we know that it's still not going to be adequate. I believe that this is more or less a knee-jerk reaction. And I believe that in the long term, we need to ensure that such things do not reoccur. Because if the nurses are talking about threat to their lives, if you and I have sisters and brothers who are working there, would you encourage them to continue
the
the
risk insurance?
The risk insurance. Who is going to pay reparation if he loses his eye, if he loses his part of the womb and all that?
Yes. Thank you so much, Humphrey Kofi. I'm so grateful. Here's the country facilitator of the Mental Health Leadership and Advocacy Program and Executive Director of Mental Health Society of Ghana. Still watching a key point here on TV3 from our news hub here.